What is up, YouTube? Hope you guys having a wonderful day. I wanted to stop by, make another video about this very controversial topic that not a lot of people would agree on, and that's the fact that body game will change your whole perception about women and relationships and how you interact with women. From my understanding, I'm not really a big, muscular bodybuilder type of guy when it comes to, my build. When you look at me, you really see an athletic build. Like I'm not really super skinny, but I'm not also, massive with lots of mass or muscle mass. I'm really like, the middle ground, weighing at 165 pounds, around 15-20% body fat, 5'10". Like, it's pretty noticeable depending on what type of shirt or what type of pants I'm wearing. You can really see, the definition. And one of the things I've noticed is that I don't know why, for some reason, I would get a lot of women who would just play games with me. And, they would just, assume that I get all the women everywhere I go. And it's the same with men too. Like men would always assume I was just that guy when it came to getting women. Like I was just a player. And I always had like hate from both sides. Hate from women, hate from men. And it didn't dawn to me that I was, an attractive male until, I just started coming across like all of these like videos like handsome man game. How do you know you're an attractive person? And, I would spend, I'm not gonna lie, I'd spend some time watching it because I'm curious. Like, am I really up there when it comes to attraction? Because one of my insecurities that I've already overcome is the fact that I don't believe I'm an attractive, male. But in reality, I'm very attractive, but it doesn't, guarantee anything but except the fact that I can get my foot through the door. Just like a certification just gets you an interview in a job. So I would, I just watch these videos and I started to notice a pattern. And the pattern is just healthy, positive habits. On top of that, the the science behind of attraction face, especially for a male or a woman, is just the square jawline, the symmetrical face, and you look really clean. That is like, the icing on top. And then the cherry, just, you have like a lot of self-improvement. You talk very, like proper, clear communication skills. And you just like I would have to say you just have that golden retriever energy about you. Unfortunately for me, I don't have that golden retriever energy. And I always, try to do it. But in reality, I'm more of like a cat type of person. Like I'm just very selective who I talk to. I don't really, want to talk to everybody. I'll give everybody the human mutual respect, but I'm not going to talk to everybody if I don't want to talk to them. You get what I'm saying? And I noticed this, throughout my time that the only women who ever want to give me attention and talk to me or make the first move are unattractive women and married women. And when I say the first move, I mean like they start showing their comfort side around me. They start, really flirting around me, touching me, asking me these personal questions. Like it's to me, it was like a whole different world, especially when you grew up going through that ugly duckling stage. And when I say ugly duckling stage, you grew up with no confidence. Nobody told you you were an attractive person. Nobody complimented you on anything when you were growing up, from middle school, high school, elementary school. You just kind of just went through life blindsided the fact that what type of person you are superficially. And I'm not trying to, like stroke my ego, try to sound arrogant, because I didn't choose this body. I didn't even choose the parents that I came from. I was just blessed enough to see the value that I had came across, and I improved upon that value that I could leverage as, time progressed. And I feel very fortunate, and, it's a blessing. It's also a curse, because a wise man once said, "You're not really a man if you've never been tested." And I've, like I said before, women test me, men test me, and I get hate from both sides, women and men. It's just that the males are more aggressive than the women. The women are more passive, which, I'm not going to hurt a woman unless she's trying to hurt me with, you know, hurt my life. She can threaten me all she wants, but she's not going to hurt me and try to take my life away from me. But a male, it's a different story. You have to set the standards, set the rules, let them know the consequences of what's going to happen. And, not everybody is, used to confrontation or even like confrontation. And that's why you just got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it. I've lost many battles in my life, and I've also won a couple. But I don't ever think about the battles I won, unfortunately. I always think about the battles I lost, because they fuel this anger that I need to do better. I need to do more, because I've been chosen. Unfortunately, chosen with a blessing and a curse in disguise. But without a doubt, I would rather be unattractive than be attractive in this day and time. Like I've said before, I used to work at, I only got into the gym just to get women. But in reality, I stayed working out just for security, longevity. And the byproduct is just that people look at you a different way. And I've heard this before. Your body is the new status symbol. In some shape or form, it is and it's not. What it really is to me is that you're telling everybody that you're competent. You're also arrogant, unfortunately, because that, when you're focused on yourself, and you take your health very seriously. And I'm not saying that, every person who goes to the gym is a cool, common, collective, healthy human being. But, you know, you get your foot through the door, you have a good looking body. And the face just kind of just seals the deal. Unfortunately for me, I've never been on a date. I've hung out with a girl before. I've kissed a girl, but I've never went on like an official date where I've, picked a spot, picked a restaurant, told her to show up at this time. And, yeah, I've never done that. I've just hung out with a girl and kissed a girl, but I've never went on a date with a woman. I don't feel bad, because I hear stories from, like, friends, family, where, they've been stood up. It's not and they kind of just try to brush it off, but I could tell they had high expectations. I mean, don't we all, especially when it comes to dating? Because we're just trying to look for the one, or the person, the person that we want to settle down with, start a family. and, create something out of nothing. Unfortunately, this dating market in this dating world, in this world, is not what we picture from the movies, TV shows. It's a more power game. It's a game. It's a power game that we have to play the numbers game. Us men, we have to play the numbers game just to see how many dates do we have to go through just to find just even a couple or even one who even has the consideration to communicate with us. So, but yeah, overall, body game, handsome man game. It's a big red pill that nobody wants to talk about. And I'm not even trying to sound vain about it. Like I said, I didn't choose this body. I didn't choose the race or the parents. All I did was just took the initiative to provide more security and longevity for my life. And this is the byproduct. More hate, envious people that come to my life. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later.